Hello you guys, welcome back to this video. We are going to be learning about the keys with 7 sharps today. So this is a lot of sharps, I know. What we're going to be listening for, I'm going to play them for you in a minute. We're just going to go through some music theory together. You're going to hear C sharp major and what that sounds like. I'm going to put my recording on and play along with that in thirds so that you can hear the harmony. And then I'm going to do the same thing with A sharp minor. And by now, if you're following this series, you know that there's 3 different kinds of minor scales: the natural, the harmonic, and the melodic. So we're going to hear all of those. But first of all, let me show you this little picture here. So this circle represents the keys with 7 sharps. On one side we have a dark side, on the other side we have a light side. The light side is our major scale, and we find that by taking the last sharp. The order of the sharps is Father Charlie goes down and eats breakfast. We're going to take this last sharp, B sharp, which is also known as a C, natural, and we're going to find the note that comes right after that in music. The next possible note that comes after the last sharp gives us the major scale. So in this case, the note after B sharp is C sharp, so that gives us C sharp major. We take the last sharp of the order of the sharps, find the note after that, that gives you your major scale. Now to find the dark side, we're going to take the 6th scale degree of our major scale. Every single scale has 7 distinct scale degrees. So let's count together: C sharp, D sharp, E sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp is the 6th scale degree of C sharp major. So we're going to go over here and call the dark side A sharp minor, okay? Now I've already written out our scales over here. You can see C sharp major up here, all of the notes, and we've taken the 6th scale degree right here, and we're gonna, I've erased that kind of, there's supposed to be a sharp there. This is our A sharp natural minor scale. All right, now if we were going to turn the A sharp natural minor scale into the A sharp harmonic minor scale, we always raise, let me go over here, we always raise the 7th scale degree. So it's not that you're gonna, add something weird to the key signature, it's just that you're gonna always run into this accidental in the music. So we already have a G sharp, so if we raise G sharp another half step, we're gonna call this G double sharp, and we're gonna use an X for that. G double sharp is technically an A natural, but we already have the note A sharp, so we can't call this A natural, we have to call it G double sharp. So that's going to be very interesting. That's going to give us an augmented second. It's 1.5 steps or a minor third, but because they're written consecutively, F sharp, G double sharp, we would think of it as an augmented second. That gives the harmonic minor its special flair. So harmonic, we're going to write this in blue if I can spell, which is always a challenge. The other kind of scale that we have is the melodic minor scale. I'll put that in green here. And what's in red is the natural minor, okay? So the melodic minor scale is what you're probably gonna run into in music. Like think of Green Sleeves. Green Sleeves, that song has lots of accidentals in it. It's because it's in the minor key, and in the melodic minor, which is what we typically use in the Western music, is we raise 6 and 7 on the way up. So we're gonna have an F double sharp on the way up and a G double sharp on the way up as well. So we raise these scale degrees, and on the way back down, we're gonna lower them. So it just kind of gives the composer a little bit more flexibility, and it also gives you the possibility of a major 5 chord. So the 5 chord in this case would be made up of the notes E sharp, G sharp, and B sharp. Chords are made out of thirds. And so when we raise the 7th scale degree in this case, our G double sharp, we have the possibility of a major 5 chord, which is very fabulous and gives us that lovely resolution at the end. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and play through these. Let's hear what they sound like. Let me pop my glasses on and put the caps back on here. And if you have any questions about these scales and things like that, just comment below, let me know. If you're following all this music theory, I know it can be a little bit confusing. I know I was confused by it. So let me grab my viola. I'm gonna put my recording on, and we're gonna hear what these scales sound like. Now, to give you a little bit more sense of the harmony, I am going to play in thirds with C sharp major. So you're going to hear my recording. It has a C sharp cello drone on the bottom, and then you're going to hear a recording of the C sharp major scale, and then I'm going to start 3 notes ahead. So I'll actually be starting on an E sharp. It'll be really beautiful. Thirds are so glorious. So that is C sharp major. It's a lovely, lovely sound. I feel suddenly like the air is cleaner in the room from playing that scale. So let's switch over to the dark side. So the contrasting key, which is A sharp natural minor. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to start on the 3rd scale degree. So I'll be starting on the note C sharp. Let's hear what this sounds like. I'll try not to mess up. Very poignant. The minor scales are very, very poignant. So let's switch over to the harmonic minor. This is the one with that augmented second between the 6th and 7th scale degree. Remember, we raised just the 7th scale degree, so we've got the G double sharp. I'm going to try not to mess this one up too. So let's see. I'm starting on a C sharp. So I'm in 3rd still. Isn't it? Love that one. So last one, you guys, let's hear the melodic minor. This is the one that you're typically going to hear when you run into music. You're going to have lots of accidentals in the minor key because we raise the 6th and 7th and we lower the 6th and 7th. So we can tweak those scale degrees. So for this one, I'm not going to play it in thirds. I am going to just double the scale. So you'll just hear exactly what it sounds like. I'm going to turn that off. I hope that you found this interesting. Let me just put my viola down and I'm going to show you one more time. We started with this little circle here, which represents the keys with 7 sharps. So we have a light side and a dark side. The light side we found from taking the last sharp, in this case it's B sharp, and we found the note above that. The next possible note a half step higher than B sharp is C sharp, so that is our C sharp major scale. Basically the last sharp is the 7th scale degree. So you can see over here, C, B sharp, and then the next possible note is C sharp, so that is our major scale. And then we took the 6th scale degree of our major scale. That gives us our relative minor. It's called the relative minor. They're related. They have the same key signature. So whenever you look at a key signature, you have 2 potentials. 3 if you consider it could be a mode. So anyway, over here we wrote everything out. Started on a C, end on a C. Every single thing is sharp. And then down here we have the relative minor. This in red here is the natural minor. So every single thing is sharp, start and end on an A sharp. And then for the harmonic minor, we raise that one. That one's the one that's very serious sounding in this case, I thought. And then the melodic minor, we raise 6 and 7. There's a little lift on the way up, and then we lower them on the way down. So it's the natural minor on the way down. All right, you guys, so I hope you found this helpful. And this is the last key of the sharps. We're gonna be moving on to flats for the next series. And thanks for watching. See you soon.